That would be so bad. Remember, I have editing. I can edit you little things you said into me. You just wait.
Where I called you a genius.
Yeah,
I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share this out to our Facebook group because we are live now. And how are you doing, Dave?
Good. I want to ride that thing again.
What thing?
There. That thing. The monorail.
Oh, the monorail. I'm on Facebook posting that we're live. So I don't. You could be doing a lot. You can be making faces at me right now. I can't tell.
Oh, really?
Because I'm on Facebook trying to share this out.
Yeah, I'm excited. I want to ride that monorail. I miss the monorail. I don't miss the crowds, but all the things I've been seeing about how uncrowded it is, that's pretty cool. So, yeah. That's really one of my favorite things to do there, believe it or not, is just to ride that monorail.
I believe it.
I could just ride that thing around and around and stop like at the Polynesian, maybe have a drink.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe stop somewhere else and just kind of chill out for a while, go shopping. But now the Skyliner, the death buckets.
Yeah.
Yeah, you laugh because I said shopping, right? I hate to shop. Oh, okay, you're right. But now the death buckets. Oh, those are pretty cool now too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And they're running again. They're up and going. And
yeah, but the people mover now. What's up with the people mover? What
I don't know. It hasn't opened I guess, since the park's been open, and they haven't opened the people mover yet.
That's frustrating because they can social distance. The escalator thing, whatever.
They just limit you let one person go and you hold back the next, and
you can be done. I mean, they did that. We went to Sun and Fun. They have a slide, and you walk up before you get on the stairs. And before it was just you go up there and stand in a crowd of people and then go on. But now they actually, because when you go on the slide, there's a bar you have to grab, before you go down. And so they have a spray bottle and they sanitize your hands before you go up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which is cool. And then you go up one at a time. And then you go up, when you get up to the top to go down the slide, you have to wait till the other person's completely off, of course.
Right.
But so if they can do that, the people mover.
Yeah, they can hold people back. So
yeah.
I don't know. They're not saying that's the reason. They're not saying what the reason is. Now, Scott Daves was speculating tonight, and he thinks maybe it has something to do with Tron. I don't know. I don't know
either. It's possible.
There's really no secrets to Tron. I mean, because it already exists in Shanghai, unless they just don't want you seeing how the sausage is made.
You know what? And there's places you can go to see it, so it's not that big.
Yeah. So I don't know.
You caught me right in the middle of something right before we went live.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've been practicing.
Are you putting your pants on?
No, I've been practicing.
Oh!
This is a trash can. This is a trash can. And I'm practicing social distancing and eating off my trash can.
Oh my
God, dude. I'm very proficient at it right now. I will say that I think that Disney's trash cans are probably much cleaner than my trash can.
Probably. Oh God, I can't believe you just did that. You really put a lot of time and effort in everything. You go full bore. So.
Mm-hmm.
Am I blurry to you? Because you're a little blurry to me. I don't know what's going on.
No, I just fixed it.
Oh, there you go. Now you're not blurry anymore.
It was the trash can. The trash can.
It knocked you off.
It knocked everything out of whack. Yep.
So, do we have anybody watching? Do you have any comments yet? Anybody saying hello to us?
Let's see. We got Travis Dietrich is here. Travis, I'm digging that hey shirt. Thank you for showing me that. And I think Scott Daves showed us that shirt also.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Rachel Miller's here. Karen Daves is here. Scott Daves.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, guys. Thanks for coming. And
so Travis is coming next week, and he's anxious for Flight of Passage to continue to have low wait times. I'm looking every day, and I'm seeing 5, 10, 15 minutes. So, and I'm also seeing that if you wait, if you don't, I'm seeing, right when the park opens, the wait times are low, and then it builds up like in that first hour, but then after that first hour, it falls back down again. So
yeah, I'm hoping for the best. That keeps on keeping on like that. That'd be awesome.
I hope so. Great show this week. We haven't even started yet.
Maybe he's talking about the podcast.
Oh, okay. Scott and Karen are in the same house. They're not in different cities tonight. That's good.
Okay, hands to yourself. Okay. Hands to yourself. Been waiting.
We're not. They're grown-up people that are married.
Hey, Dan. What's up, man?
Hey, Dan. So tonight we're going to talk about the Taste of EPCOT, which is it's the Taste of EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival 2020. Started July 15th, the same day EPCOT opened. They are not calling it the EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival. They're calling it the Taste of EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival, which there's no end date. It says end date fall 2020. So they haven't indicated whether this is the Food and Wine Festival or just a precursor to the Food and Wine Festival. It has elements of the Food and Wine Festival. There's only 20 booths, whereas the typical Food and Wine Festival has many more. I think last year they had 30.
Wow.
I noticed Ireland isn't in there with the Irish beef stew. That is always my favorite thing to eat in the heat. But a lot of when I was going through the pictures that Disney put out and the menus, just a few months ago, we did a show about the Flower and Garden Festival, which was starting. It was just picking up when the parks closed. And I saw a lot of the same pictures. So they've taken items from the Flower and Garden Festival, and then they've taken favorites from the Food and Wine Festival. So this is a little bit of a mashup between the two festivals. I honestly think they had stuff left over, like flower pots and sippy cups. So they're using them. They're using them. They're using up the stuff that they bought. And they brought back some old favorites. But there are some things missing. So we'll talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, Dan, the art festival, Festival of the Arts is our favorite festival. We went the very first year, and it quickly became our favorite one to go to.
Yeah, when I had my interview with Noah, with Dan's son, he showed me the art he made. He was on a bike, and it was like one of those spinning art pieces that he made. That was really neat. I want to do that now.
We go back the middle of August.
Then right, I think it's like the weekend before the 10th. So it's like the 8th, the 7th, 8th in there. My kids, I talked about on the podcast last night. Typically, the kids in Florida go back to school on the 10th, but like my district just announced that they're not going back till the 31st this year because there was an executive order that said all schools had to go back in August. You had to start school in August. So my district took it out to the furthest point and changed the start date to August 31st.
Of course they did.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. We'll see what happens with our numbers and everything.
And I think, when are we going? I think we're going, I said it on the 22nd, the Disney.
Yeah, you're going to Disney. Yeah, I have a reservation for Hollywood on the 15th, and I think you have Magic on the 22nd.
Scott, that is an excellent idea. Excellent. But you got to remember, there might be other people in there. You're going to have to kick them out. So be careful. Having
a companion bathroom in your house may boost your romantic life. Who knows?
I'm not going to say. I'm just saying. Yeah. I want to do a live stream on that one.
Guys. Okay. So Scott and Karen went last week. So I did steal some of their pictures. I did ask, and one of them said it was okay. I don't remember which one. Maybe I didn't ask. Maybe I just thought no, I'm pretty sure I asked one of them. if it was okay to use some of their pictures, but they were there. So hopefully they'll join in the conversation tonight and tell me if I'm wrong about something. The Taste of Epcot International Food and Wine Festival is it's different from what it was in the past. It's this was, we talked about this last night in the podcast. This was the reason why they had to alter the mask policy. I'm sure of it, because people went to Epcot and they realized we can't have people walking around with food with their masks on, because if you're at the Food and Wine Festival, you pretty much are always walking around with food. So they changed the mask policy, saying you must be stationary eating. You can't be walking eating to have your mask off. So I'm sure that it was Epcot's fault that the policy had to be changed, because, I mean, you could milk a beer or a margarita for 3 or 4 countries.
Well, yeah, that's what people were doing, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then when you're done with that, you're eating. So basically,
Right.
you're not wearing your mask at all.
Right. I'm eating a taco, don't you see? So they had to make the rule that you had to be stationary and eating, and then you can have your mask off, eating or drinking. So I hope they put in a lot of trash cans. Scott, Karen, did you see more tables? I think they did show. There was a picture where he showed me that there were plenty of tables. But when the crowd looks like this,
that is awesome.
You're not going to really be fighting for tables. What are you doing? I think he's like
my chair. Moving my chair around.
Oh, I thought you were moving your trash can.
Sorry, no, my trash can.
This is, that German pavilion is usually swarmed with people. So I don't think you're going to have a problem finding a table. Oh, that's Scott's beer. That was his French beer. And they added, and we talked about this too, they added this, the building where they usually have Party for the Senses, which is over between Canada and Epcot. They've opened that up as a festival center. Scott said that in one of his comments that most of the stuff was in there. There was a lot of stuff in there. And as you can see, it's really spaced out and there's plenty of tables. So that's kind of replacing what used to be at the Wonders of Life Pavilion.
Yeah, leave that picture up for a second.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. Dave's can I take it down now?
Oh yeah. Hey, ule, 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 ule.
So we can talk about some of the, let me look through some of the other pictures that they put of the scenery. I mean, look at that. There's nobody there.
No, it looks like it's closed.
So
Wow.
Yeah, Karen took a picture of social distancing picture with characters. I just wanted to show everybody her ears.
Oh, look at those ears. How wonderful.
They made those on a 3D printer. Isn't this cool? But that's how you meet Alice. That's how you take pictures with characters now. 6 feet apart.
It almost looks like, go back to that picture. It almost looks like she has on ears too.
Oh yeah, she does. The lights behind her head look like Mickey ears.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is from the Disney Parks blog. The foodie's guide to the taste of Epcot. And that
crawfish, mud dogs.
That is one of the things that was supposed to be at Flower and Garden. Well, I imagine it was at Flower and Garden for the couple of weeks they had it. But there were a couple of entrees selections that I saw that we had talked about when we did our show about Flower and Garden, and this boil, this seafood boil, was one of the things. So
that's good.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the booths, but I also want to say hello to the Bonds. They are at Disney right now. And
yay! Hope you have fun.
I just want to show everybody the shirt that Amanda wore to Hollywood the other day. She said she got 7 compliments on her "Don't Be an Alien" swirling saucer shirt. She was That's awesome. She was honestly worried they were going to kick her out because
Really?
of that shirt. Yeah, no, she
Oh,
was. She was like, "Do you think I'll get kicked out if I wear it?" But she actually got 7 compliments. She said people
that's
asking her where
awesome.
she got it. Yep.
I wonder if she's roaming the hall. Are they still there?
Yeah, they're there. They're there for
Oh, okay.
a little while longer. They're
Oh,
actually
good.
doing a split stay. So
Well,
I don't know.
I wonder if she finds any more good stuff in the hallways. She needs to let us know.
Yeah, yeah, like White Claw.
Like White Claws and chips and dip.
So let's talk about the booths.
Okay, let's talk about them.
Okay. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone so I can keep because when I go to a different screen on my computer, Scott says there were tons of tables. Then I can't see it.
Yeah, that's usually not the case. Usually you gotta find a trash can.
Yeah. So inside this pavilion, there's a mac and cheese booth with all kinds of mac and cheese. I had a picture of the sign. Here it is.
Oh, she made her shirt too, Scott said. Oh, okay.
She's awesome. So they had 4 different kinds of macaroni and cheese: gourmet macaroni and cheese, buffalo chicken macaroni and cheese, lobster macaroni and cheese, and then just macaroni. What's the difference between gourmet macaroni and cheese and regular macaroni and cheese?
I was just getting ready to ask you that.
Why is the gourmet macaroni and cheese cheaper than the regular macaroni and cheese?
Right. I like that lobster macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
That's the one I'd be going for.
This is a picture of all 4 macaroni and cheeses. It's not a very good picture.
No, you can't really tell, but that's the 4 different ones you say?
Yeah, that's the 4 different macaroni and cheeses. Mike's here.
So,
but I had the cheese is the difference. But why is the gourmet macaroni and cheese cheaper than the regular macaroni and cheese?
So, does this make sense?
That's a better picture. Yeah.
Well, that's the picture Disney puts out. Like,
that's we got to say this is a picture from Disney. Okay.
Yeah. Well, if you see actual servingware, it's going to be a picture from Disney, because where did you get those Crocs at the, those bowls at the Food and Wine Festival?
Well, if Scott says the gourmet was just cheese, then they shouldn't call it gourmet. They just should say it's mac and cheese.
Oh, it was made with boursin. The gourmet mac and cheese was made with boursin, and the regular mac and cheese, it says house-made Italian sausage and peppers. That's not regular mac and cheese.
No.
Michael is really talking tonight. Mike.
Yes. Travis, cheese is life. It is.
You can have money in December. Michael wants money. That's what he's asking me for. He wants $5.
Well, he's going to do it live on the live stream, so you can't say no.
He can get mac and cheese with $5.
I can see you waving him away, though.
You can see. Mike, and then when Uncle Dave tries to put this on as a podcast, it just nobody can hear what I'm saying.
So
if it's like the mac and cheese you get at the Cali Grill, it's amazing. Oh, okay.
For school, Disney.
Sausage was like hamburger, though.
Well, it says it's plant-based, so it wasn't even really sausage or hamburger. It was plant-based. So you just ate some soy, brother.
My brother is encouraging Michael to keep going.
No.
He just left. He'll be back. I keep forgetting. Dominic said, "Mom, why don't you put a chair under the doorknob?" And I keep forgetting to do that. I should, but whatever. But I like when Mike comes in. So
no, yeah, Michael's the star of the show.
He's much more talented than either you or I. So
see, Scott missed him.
Oh, Scott! So over in Canada, they have the Apple stuff came back, and I think they had that last year. This funky apple popcorn, which I don't know what makes popcorn apple-y. I guess they have some kind of cider. It's apple caramel apple popcorn. I don't know I guess they have some kind of cider in it.
Well, that looks better than some of the mac and cheese.
Yeah, it really does.
It does.
But again, that's Disney's picture.
Okay.
So.
We have to give Disney credit. This is a Disney photo.
Right. I had a picture from a real person. I just have to find it. I did get some pictures from Facebook, and I'll tell you when they're not mine or Karen's or Scott's. I'm not telling people when they're not Karen's and Scott's because, you know. No, I can't. I had a picture from a person because they got the charcuterie too.
Karen says the popcorn was the bomb.
Good. So we'll have to try that.
I'm not a real big popcorn guy, but if you put stuff on it, then I'm all about it.
And maybe it'll be good. Yeah.
Yeah. Just, I don't care. You put candy, caramel, butter. I don't know. Seasoning. I like seasoning on it. Yeah.
They brought back the frozen apple pie drink, which sounds good.
I'm not sure if I ever had that.
Yeah.
You know what I wish they'd bring back is those candied strawberries.
Oh, those were at the Flower and Garden Festival. Those were so good.
I know.
It was a couple. That was in the China Pavilion a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Those are really good.
Mm-hmm.
I miss those. So, Scott had posted a picture of this Irish cream. I'm trying to find it. Scott, tell me what that is, because I'm not seeing it in the.
Oh, La Cellier. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's where the popcorn was, in front of the La Cellier. Madam.
I don't see where they got. Well, obviously Ireland. I guess that was inside that pavilion.
Yeah, I can see the pavilion behind it. Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what it was though. Looks like a strawberry milkshake.
No, I think it was probably. It must have had Bailey's or something if it's Irish.
Oh, Scott says it's the
Guinness and Bailey's
shake.
Guinness and Bailey's. I like Bailey's. So I totally lost my article I was reading, so that's great.
Okay, well, that's okay.
They had inside the pavilion. They had a dessert and champagne booth, and that was where there was the frozen chocolate nitro pops. And I've got many pictures of these from Facebook. And I had commented because Scott posted a picture of it that, of course, they would have that inside the air conditioning, but outside the pavilion is where they had the hot cheddar cheese soup. So, I mean, they had all kinds of these. These are nitro chocolate pops. They're cake pops. They have some have M&Ms on them. Some had nuts on them. Some had Twix on them. So they were various flavors of cake pops that were like frozen in liquid nitrogen. So
that's interesting. I might go for the one that had nuts on it.
Yeah, so we'll see. Oh, she has a recipe for homemade Baileys.
Interesting.
You're gonna have to send that to me because my husband would totally make that. He makes stuff like that. And they had a frozen s'mores milkshake.
I know.
Okay.
I don't like s'mores.
I'm not a s'mores fan either, but.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Good.
No.
Like every time we go camping, everybody wants to make s'mores, and I'm like, eh.
I'll have one. I'll have like one s'more a year.
Yeah, I'll take a bite. I usually take a bite of Veronica's, and that's it. I'm like, okay, I'm good.
So they have in the World Showcase Palace, in the World Showplace. I don't know where I got the word palace. They have booths. They have a booth with food that are like festival favorites. Things like the pierogies with kielbasa, which they haven't had in a couple of years because they got rid of the Polish pavilion, but they brought it back. The kielbasa with pierogies, the seafoods fisherman pie, and the spanakopita, which is, you know, people always go for that spanakopita at the Greek pavilion.
So,
I love spanakopita. Michael's back. Scott said hi, Mike.
so,
That was a weak Scott. That was a weak one.
Tell him to ramp it up some. Come on. Give him a good one, Michael.
Michael's dancing right now. So there's the spanakopita. That's one of my favorites, spanakopita.
so,
But I'll be honest with you, the spanakopita I've had at Epcot is no different than the spanakopita I buy at Sam's Club and serve at my Christmas party. It tastes exactly the same to me.
My brother's getting on to me here because of my sweet. I like sweet stuff.
You don't like sweet stuff. He doesn't like bread. Steve, the man doesn't like bread. You can't trust a person who doesn't like bread.
Yeah.
He's encouraging Michael too.
Michael is dancing to Cotton Eye Joe. If we put Cotton Eye Joe on right now and I just stepped away from the camera, you guys would have a night. You would just
do it. Cotton Eye Joe.
He loves it. He dances. I'll get a video of it and I'll post it on our Friends of the Disney Crush Facebook page. So yeah, I'll get it. Yeah, I'll get it.
Okay.
Oh, he's coming. He's coming behind. He's coming behind. There he is. Hi, Mike.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
Okay, so the picture that's behind us, Michael. What shop is in that pavilion in Epcot? What is it? Caramel. Yep. Mike.
Yeah.
He's a caramel connoisseur.
Let me ask you a question there, Tony Ann.
Mm-hmm.
We did a podcast last night, and
Yeah.
Mike came on for the Michael's Minute,
Uh-huh.
and he had that shirt on. Has you changed that shirt?
Shh.
I'm just. I mean, maybe.
It's summer vacation. Okay, it's summer vacation. My husband, I'll come home from work and I'll say, Rich, when was the last time your kids took a shower? And he'll say, they went in the pool. Why did they have to take a shower? They went in the pool.
That's coordinated.
That is summer vacation when Dad is in charge.
Hey, Anna, you're our favorite person too.
That was nice of you to bust me. Like, you're questioning.
I'm just saying. Maybe Dad washed it and then he put a gum in a new one.
I'm sure he did.
Look, I wear T-shirts 2 days in a row too, as long as I don't sweat in them. So,
mm-hmm.
And I use it. I use a towel too. Towels.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can hang them up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, come on. And I don't change my sheets every day. I mean, hello.
No. Mm-hmm. So, my hair looks beautiful and long. It is getting long. It is.
It is. No, it does look good.
So my favorite treat to have in July is Steve lost his teeth. I want to.
Okay.
Michael's going to the dentist tomorrow, so he's going to lose some teeth too, I think. My favorite treat in July, it's my favorite summertime Epcot treat, is the cheddar cheese soup. Now let's look at the picture of the real thing. This is from Facebook. Picture of the cheddar cheese soup. This is the picture Disney put out.
Whoa. Come on. Let's compare those again.
No.
This is
No.
Yeah, that's what it actually. It looks like biscuits and gravy. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. That doesn't even look like that. Look, I don't even want to tell you what that looks like. You know what?
Ouch.
You get that? Yeah, that's not. No. Nice try, Disney.
That is Canadian cheddar and bacon soup served with a prop and peller pretzel roll. They also have the filet. They have the wild mushroom beef filet mignon with truffle butter sauce. Yes. Well, Disney has the master promoter.
But hungry.
But he's hungry. What do you want, Mike?
He wants some of that cheddar soup.
Gross.
No, he said gross. What do you want, Mike?
Right. What's he want?
I don't know. The Dole Whip booth is back. So they're serving Dole Whips, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. The Hawaiian Showcase Platter. Why do I keep saying plaza? The Hawaiian Showcase Plaza has
that's that New York accent coming out.
I guess so. They've got spam, and they've got a spam hash.
Oh, wait a minute. That's got to be a Disney picture because
yes, that's a Disney picture of the spam hash with spam, potatoes, peppers, onions, and spicy mayonnaise.
Soup.
You got a picture of what it really looks like?
I think I might.
That's what we should do. We should do.
Yeah, that's what it really looks like. This guy with the 3 forks.
You know, it's close. Yeah,
it's not too bad. In the front is the slider. That's a pork slider with sweet and sour Dole pineapple chutney. And Michael said that's gross. And a sparkling pineapple wine. That's pineapple wine in the picture. That's from Facebook. That's a picture somebody had posted on Facebook.
It's because he's allergic to pineapple, isn't he?
Yeah, he is allergic to pineapple.
That's why he doesn't like it.
Another booth that was supposed to be at Flower and Garden. I'm sure it was for the few weeks that Flower and Garden happened.
No.
Steve, you did mean to say the whole whip.
Mm-hmm. That is from the Citrus Blossom Showcase Plaza. That is a crispy citrus chicken with orange aioli and baby greens, and it's gluten-free. So I don't know what they bread it with. Those flowers are apparently edible. Yes, Hanover took those pictures. I don't have a picture of what it really looks like, but I did read a report from somebody at Food and Wine that said this was the best thing they had all day. So I don't have a picture of what it actually looks like to compare. But it got high marks.
Well, that did? Really?
Yeah, people did like it. So, but that was something that was supposed to be at Flower and Garden that showed up at Food and Taste, the taste of Food and Wine. This isn't the Food and Wine Festival. This is the taste of Food and Wine.
Yeah, that looked like it was a perennial garden that was
growing. The flowers on top of the chicken? Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of flowers on top of that chicken.
Yeah. That looks like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I
wish we had the. Is that? That's what it really looks like.
No, that's Scott's picture. That's Scott's picture that he said was supposed to be sausage that was like hamburger. That actually is plant-based sausage that Scott, I guess, didn't realize was plant-based sausage. They had spam, and a delightful lobster bisque. Really? The lobster bisque isn't on the menu that Disney put out. So, where's the? Actually, I have the Hawaii sign. No, maybe I don't have the Hawaii sign. I thought I did. I lied. I don't. So that's the mac and cheese. That's France. Oh. Germany and Mexico. Nope, don't have Hawaii. So the sparkling, shimmering sips came back. This is the actual thing. This is a shimmering strawberry soft serve in a waffle cone. Let's see. We got Disney's picture too, I think. If not, a bit here. This is Disney's picture. I think the real thing looks pretty close. And that's the real thing.
Okay. Well, I wonder if it's hollow like the Dole Whip, the whole whip.
I don't know. It looks really like creamy
and thick. Yeah, but so does the Dole Whip, but it's really a whole whip. It's very deceiving. It's very deceiving.
Mm-hmm. They also have a banana bread with a berry compote, which is plant-based. Well, yeah, a berry compote is plant-based. I hope there's no meat in your berry compote. Islands of the Caribbean, which is at the Showcase Plaza. So that's inside again. All this stuff is in that Showcase Plaza, a lot of it, which is that building that I showed you the picture of between Canada and the UK. That's what Scott said. He said most of it's inside. Yeah, it does look thick. You're right. The Caribbean has the flan coco, passion fruit cake with coconut flan. Yum.
Flan.
Also has an empanada and a jerk spice chicken with roasted sweet plantains. Plant-based banana bread at one of the booths. I would hope the banana bread could be plant-based.
Mm-hmm.
I guess there's no dairy in it. It's probably vegan, so there's probably no like eggs or anything in it. So, and they have Red Stripe at the Caribbean booth. You know what Red Stripe is? Do you remember the commercials for Red Stripe? It's Jamaican for beer. Red Stripe is Jamaican for beer. I guess I'm the only one that remembers that. Okay. They have the Impossible meatball slider. Oh, that's a burger. It's not a meatball slider. It's a burger slider. That's impossible. That's impossible.
That's got to be another picture from Hanover because it looks way too good.
Yes, that's Disney's picture. The Impossible burger slider with wasabi cream and spicy Asian slaw on a sesame seed bun. They also have a Impossible farmhouse meatball with lentil bread, spinach, marinated vegetables, and a creamy herb dressing.
That sounds actually pretty good.
And a chocolate pudding terrarium with avocado cream and matcha crumble. Now, I seem to remember that from Flower and Garden. That sounds very familiar. Hooray, beer! That's right. Red Stripe is Jamaican. See, somebody remembers. The guy's like in his boxer shorts, I think, too, in the commercial. So, lots of IPAs at all of these booths. I'm noticing a lot of IPAs. One of the popular things was the ribeye taco. I saw a lot of pictures of this on Facebook. This is the actually that's the pork tostada because it's got black beans, roasted pork, fresh salsa verde, onions, and my favorite and yours, cilantro.
Gotta have cilantro on there.
More flowers. More flowers.
Yeah, of course. Cilantro and flowers.
But the I know. I feel bad Wendy can't come because she'd have to spend a month in quarantine.
That's crazy.
This is the ribeye. Oh no, that's the actual pork. There's a lot more cilantro on that. That's the pork tostada. Okay, so that's the comparison. That's the real thing. That's the Disney. That's not too far off, actually, from what it really is. Less flowers, more cilantro.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I love cilantro, so the more cilantro, the better. Okay.
For you.
Yeah, well, I know some people. Yeah, either love it or hate it. I happen to love it.
There was a TV show. It wasn't on TV very long. It got canceled very fast. But there was a commercial, and the guy says to this girl that I guess he doesn't like, I'm going to call you cilantro because you ruin everything.
So, how dare him.
So, yeah, cilantro tastes like Lifebuoy soap to me. So,
see, yeah, I know some people say that, but to me,
it's a genetic thing. It really is a genetic thing. So that, yeah, that pork looks a lot better in the Disney picture than it does in real life.
Yeah.
That pork looks a little gray.
It looks, it doesn't look like pork almost. Yeah.
And a very popular one is the ribeye taco. That
must be good. Must be another Disney picture, Hanover picture.
No, that's a real picture. That's a real picture from yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't look bad then.
No, that's a ribeye taco with ranchera salsa and a corn tortilla wrapped with onions, chives, and a lime wedge. That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Here's the Mexico menu. So
ribeye steak with okay.
And you could actually order a 12-ounce beer if you usually you see the little cups, the little 6-ounce cups, but they give you the option to get a full size, man-sized beer if you want,
I guess Steve agrees with you. It tastes like soap.
So China has a lot of the old standbys. We got pot stickers, which are basically pot stickers with an Asian slaw. I love pot stickers, so that's okay by me.
Mm-hmm.
And a Mongolian beef bao bun. And I actually had real pictures from actual people. Like those are the real pot stickers. So that picture shows 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Disney picture, there were 3, weren't there?
No,
yeah.
I think it was just 2. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. So it's pot stickers. So they're not going to be that different.
No, they have some good ones at Yak and Yeti.
Yeah, they have good ones inside the Nine Dragons restaurant too. But that's the bao bun. That's a picture from I got from Facebook. Somebody had taken a picture. That is a Mongolian beef bao bun. And it looks like that drink they've got is the Baijiu Punch, which is Chinese Baijiu spirit, lychee, coconut, and pineapple juice.
Okay, then.
Looks good. So, oh, here's more of those pops when we talk about the different kinds they have.
Oh, okay. That's the
M&Ms. Yeah.
That's not Disney.
No. Looks like that one was stuck to something else in the freezer.
Yeah, it does kind of look like that way.
So, all right. So going around the loop to Africa, this is another picture that Disney put out that as soon as I saw it, I went back in my files to look at our pictures from Flower and Garden. And sure enough, this was an item that was supposed to be I'm sure it was at Flower and Garden. Flower and Garden just ended early. There it is. That is the piri piri skewered shrimp with citrus scented couscous. That looks good.
Well, of course it does because it's a Disney picture.
That's true. But no, I've seen pictures of it like $29.99. I've seen pictures that people have taken of it, and it looks pretty similar to that.
Yeah, no, that looks good.
I don't think it was from this year. I think it was in years past that I've seen people's pictures of it. But
hey, a big shout out to Oma and Opa if you guys are watching. So I know they watch a lot, but they don't ever comment. But I know they watch a lot. So hey, Oma.
Hi, Oma. Hey, so this is Scott's picture. He got a Spike the Bee sippy cup. He got one of the adult sippy cups that Hanover sells.
That's cool.
And as you'll recall, this sippy cup was supposed to be part of Flower and Garden. It was. I keep saying it was supposed to be. Flower and Garden did happen for like a week and a half. And Scott said he got it in the Africa Pavilion. So that's Spike the Bee. Spike the Bee you can get him with a frozen Coke slushie or a lemonade in a souvenir Spike the Bee cup.
That's cool.
Amanda's going to EPCOT again tomorrow. So you should be watching Amanda and seeing what you're going to order.
She just missed a bunch of stuff. So.
And don't tell Brian, but we did show his face. I know he loves it when I do that.
Well, he's a handsome guy. I don't know why doesn't like it.
Oh, we'll show it again. We'll show it again. There she is. There he is.
Look at that happy couple. They're so happy to be there.
I wish. I'm jealous. And they got free White Claw.
And chips and dip. Come on.
Yes. Yes.
And a couple apples to clean their teeth after you're done. You know.
Oh, Amanda, Uli has captions on, and it says Omar and Oprah instead of Omar and Opa. Well, Uli knew what we were talking about. She's a good German girl. So, pretzel roll from Germany is our next pavilion. That's the pretzel roll with the sausage in it. roast bratwurst in a Prop and Peller pretzel roll. I guess Disney has a contract with Prop and Peller, and there's a little trademark next to, because the pretzel roll in Canada was a Prop and Peller pretzel roll as well, and this is a Prop and Peller pretzel roll as well. So,
yeah, everything tastes better when it's free, Amanda. That's for sure.
So I do have the German pavilion. This is the menu from Germany. So they have the bratwurst in the pretzel roll. They have a potato gratin with ham and cheese and an apple strudel. And I actually have, that's the potato gratin, which you can't see under the comments.
Hang on. I know. I'm trying to get them off. Let me get them off there for you.
Oh, wait. Uli's in Oman now.
There we go.
Yeah.
There you can see it now.
That's the potato gratin and the apple strudel. Somebody took a picture of their apple strudel too, which that just looks like a piece of apple pie to me. So, I don't know.
Steve. It's true though. Little after.
No. You have to understand something. Amanda got the White Claw from the boardwalk. People at the boardwalk don't have COVID. Only people that, you know.
No, absolutely not. Yeah,
right.
They can't get it. No,
only All Stars. Yeah, which aren't open. So I'm teasing. I hope people don't think I'm being serious about that. Yeah, it is.
True that, Amanda. See, that's right.
The Italy Pavilion is home to this margarita flatbread with tomato sauce and mozzarella cheese is how the Americans say it.
They're just missing cilantro on there. That's all.
That wouldn't be very Italian. That's basil.
I don't care. Cilantro goes with everything. I eat cilantro on everything. It's good for you too. It's very good for you.
Your wife doesn't say mozzarella, right? How does she say it?
I don't know. Veronica? Veronica.
My family, it's like mozzarella. Mozzarella.
No, Veronica doesn't say that. She's Italian, but she doesn't say it like that.
And ricotta cheese is ricotta. It's just ricotta. Put a little ricotta. Just put a little ricotta on it.
Get your husband in there and let's see how he says it.
He doesn't have a shirt on. He can't come on. Rich has the same rules as Michael. He has to have a shirt on. So they also have a tortellini. Oh, I do have a picture of that. Somebody did. It was called Italy. I shared Italy. There's China.
I don't know. They'll find another loophole somewhere, Amanda. Somewhere. I mean, I don't know.
People just gotta sit down.
They're gonna make masks that have really long rubber bands, so you can pull them out real far and then eat.
Yeah. So those are classic cheese tortellini with ricotta, provolone, fontina, parmesan, and a vodka sauce with crisp bacon on top. That looks pretty good, actually. Yeah. And now what do you call that dessert?
I don't know. It's something I probably wouldn't even think.
Oh my God. The American people call it a cannoli.
But my wife loves cannolis.
But I call it a ganoli. A ganoli.
A ganoli.
It's like with the
cheese. I would go for the ravioli.
I do want to show you a picture of this. This has nothing to do with food, but that's my guy. That's how he's presenting himself in EPCOT now. See, Steve knows how it's said. That's Mickey. That's how he goes around now. He's driving around EPCOT looking for me. He's just going to keep driving around until I get there.
Of course he is.
And when I get there, then he's going to stop.
Tony Ann, I've missed you. Where have you been?
All right. That's not Mandy. That was Nicolette. That was my daughter. All right. So then we got hops and barley. And this goes back to that that seafood boil that we had at the beginning. And that was an item that was originally from Flower and Garden. The seafood boil. This is Disney's picture. Look at those.
Mm-hmm.
Look at those crawfish. Look at that little beady eyes looking right at you.
They're called mud dogs.
Okay, crawfish, but okay.
Yeah, mud dogs.
Oh well, you lived in Alabama, so you can. That's right.
Yeah.
This is what it really looks like. So not too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah, they just don't. They don't have a. See, Hanover positions those crawfish just right, so the little beady eyes are looking at you.
So little eyes are looking at you, right?
Yeah, and that's kind of creepy right there, though, in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. They got in this picture. There's 2 of the crawfish and 2 shrimp and 3 mussels and a piece of corn. So what's the real thing?
2 crawdads. I see.
There's only 1 mussel.
I see. Yeah, I see 2 shrimp, and I don't know what that is between them. Oh, that's what is that?
There's like sausage there, like the.
Okay. Yeah, but you know what? That's just enough to make me mad, because 2 crawfish.
That's a lot of work for a little bit.
Yeah, I could eat a bucket of those. Well, you got to know how to do it. You just crack the head, you got to suck the head, and then you grab the tail and then pull that meat right out. But yeah, I'd want a big bowl of those crawfish. Right. I could tear up some crawfish.
Mickey's waving at me. Oh, Hanover's got beady little eyes like that. Okay.
Wow.
And they also have a lobster. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say Hanover might take offense to that.
They also have a lobster roll, which I've had the lobster roll before, and people rave about it, but maybe I just had a bad one. Mine was almost tasted like tuna fish. It was not good, the one I had from Food and Wine. But this is, look at all that mayonnaise. A lobster roll is not supposed to be covered in mayonnaise like that.
No, I like mayonnaise, but Uli, what, you don't like crawdads, mud dogs? You don't like those? Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're having?
Oh, okay.
I'm not too sure.
Do you know what? Speaking of Facebook, not that I'm speaking of Facebook, but I belong to a Facebook group where you could get banned if you use that vomit emoji. If somebody posts a picture of food and you post the vomit emoji, you can get banned.
Yeah, no, stop. Yeah. How do you know? People been,
because the admin actually had to say something a few weeks ago that they're seeing too many vomit emojis. And why am I off? Oh, somehow this is now the Tony Ann show. I think Dave is vomiting. What the frig is he doing? I wish you guys could see what I see. Dave, please come back. Were you vomiting?
I was vomiting.
Okay.
That's just ridiculous, these people.
Yeah.
You can't say Tim Tracker. You can't have throw up emojis.
So I don't have a picture of this, but the funnel cake stand has a street corn funnel cake topped with roasted corn, cajita cheese, cilantro, cumin, a cumin crema, and dusted with paprika. So it's a savory funnel cake. Might not be bad. Oh, Uli made the vomit emoji at the idea of ripping their heads off and sucking it out.
That's where all the spices are. Oh yeah, that's it.
Japan had the return of the cold frothy ramen. I don't have a picture of the cold frothy ramen from this year's festival. This is from Disney, this picture. But I do remember somebody had posted on Facebook last time they had it, where they took the ramen and they turned it upside down and it still stayed in the cup. Because it's cold. So it like had congealed because, the starch in the noodles.
Right, Karen. Exactly. Leave that picture up. Leave that picture up for a second. Don't take it off.
On this week's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly of Facebook, a ridiculous Facebook group that banned you for having an emoji that throws up.
Bing.
Now, I don't want you to go by that picture because the sushi, the roll there next to it is not being served right now, that roll. Instead, they have a tempura and a dipping sauce served over a sushi rice. So they don't have that roll. They have a tempura type thing. And they did bring back something from the Flower and Garden Festival, which were these flower pots, which is fresh cut salmon with salmon roe and spinach served over sushi rice and topped with a poke sauce. So these flower pots came back because
you don't really eat those, do you?
No, but that's salmon that's rolled up to look like a rose.
No, I'm just saying. I mean,
but I think I have a picture of what they actually look like to compare to Disney's picture.
I can't wait. What does it look
Okay,
like?
You're way too excited. That's what the real. That's not bad. It's not rolled up like a rose though. It's just cut up it looks like just cut up fish.
I mean, the picture's not so great. It's a little blurry, but
you can tell it's not a rose.
Oh, I don't know what it is. Looks like someone dumped. You know what it looks like? It looks like a compost pile. Like you just threw compost, and you know what a compost pile is?
Yes, I know what a compost pile is. Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah,
that's not even close. Not even close. Nice try. Compost pile.
Plus, it looks like Disney. Go ahead. Disney. No. Disney must have recycled this picture because it says it's served over sushi rice, but if you look closely, this salmon must have been served over a noodle because I see a noodle sticking its little self out of that picture.
You know how I feel about that picture? If I could put some emojis up right now, a bunch of throw up
you put
ones,
the vomit
I'd put them up, and
I'd get you banned from the Disney.
You won't get banned. Someone throw me some emojis up right now. A bunch of throw up ones. Go ahead.
Somebody did. Uli did. Uli put up the.
Okay. Thank you, Uli.
Morocco has the chocolate baklava with rolled phyllo dough with toasted almonds and a dark chocolate sauce. Also, the return of the spicy hummus fries, which they didn't send a picture of this year. If you want to see me eating the spicy hummus fries, go on our YouTube, like our second video ever that we ever made. No, please don't. I don't like those videos.
No, you just did it. Now everybody's gonna want to go see it now.
Where I ate the spicy hummus fries, and you could see me chewing.
Really good.
It was
really good.
It was before there was even a podcast. We made it, so they're really old videos. So, but I did have those spicy hummus fries. I lost my place because I was messing around with you.
Oh, you're right here, Tony. Your place is right here where you're
thank you. And they also have the beef kefta pocket with caramelized onions, garlic, and a spicy tomato concassee. I don't know what that is, and I'm sure I'm not saying it right. But so it's basically a hamburger in a pita pocket. But I think they've had that before too.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's anything new at the Morocco Pavilion. The return of the pork belly at Brazil.
Now that's usually a big winner there.
Yeah, that's served over black beans, and you can't see in that picture, but there are black beans under there, and with tomato and onions. It's gluten-free and wheat-friendly. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's gluten-free and wheat-friendly. That doesn't. It should say wheat allergy-friendly, I think, because if it's gluten-free, I don't think it has wheat in it. And the Brazilian cheese bread, which the only picture I can find of the Brazilian cheese bread, I hesitate to put it up because it actually has somebody's mask in the picture. So I kind of got a little grossed out by the picture because there's somebody's mask in it. So I don't even know where it went. I hate the way these pictures don't load in order.
True that, Wendy.
Oh, here it is. There's the mask in the top, but there's the Brazilian cheese bread. So They've had that before. That again, the Brazil booth is nothing new. The French booth has the little onion tart, which I think looks yummy. Although that looks more like garlic. That looks like cut up garlic to me. It's an onion tart.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
And they also have a duck confit à l'orange. When I was a little girl, I love the closed caption. When I was a little girl, we went to a fancy restaurant and I wanted the duck, and it was duck à l'orange. And I was, so I'm like 7, and I'm like, I'll have the duck à l'orange. But that's what they have. They have a duck confit à l'orange and a brioche cake filled with light pastry cream and a raspberry coulis. So there's no creme brulee this year at the booth. Although this is a completely different festival. Let's not forget, this isn't the Food and Wine Festival. This is the taste of the Food and Wine Festival.
Yeah.
So
I'm still getting used to that.
There may be a Food and Wine Festival. They're saying the ending is to be determined. They may decide we're gonna go full bore, and I don't know. So I don't know. We'll see. And again, I lost my place in my listing here. So French people, tarts. I'm not calling French people tarts. That's not what I meant to say.
And Dave's is not French.
The various Joffreys have different beverages. This is some kind of orange splash, frozen lemon mixed with orange vodka.
Okay.
So they have various drinks at the different Joffreys. I had seen
the boar.
Who's serving boar?
She's talking about what you said earlier.
I didn't see that. I don't know what she's talking about.
Am
I losing my mind?
No, I think
I'm just going to flip through some of these pictures, make sure. Okay, that's
a little blurry, but
I know that's the American Pavilion. There's even less crawfish in that one.
Oh, that's supposed to, no, they got put at least 2 in there.
That's the seafood boil and the lobster roll.
Okay, that just makes me mad. That's just enough to irritate me.
That's the French dessert. That's what they have this year. It's brioche cake filled with light pastry cream and a raspberry coulis.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of these pictures did come out blurry.
Because you said
can't even read that. Oh. That's the mac and cheese menu. We already looked at that. That was the lobster roll. I'm just making sure we didn't miss anything, because a lot of these pictures are hard to see from. We looked at that. That's the Hawaii booth. I think. Oh, I wanted to talk about this. This is return of Orange Bird. Orange Bird is back along with Spike the Bee because they had a lot left over because Flower and Garden barely happened this year, and there is a lobster tail. Now, Scott said they have lobster. Oh, that was lobster bisque. So I think the lobster was from the same place as that floury piece of chicken. Yeah, lobster tail with Meyer lemon emulsion and grilled lemon. That's what that is. And the Orange Bird comes filled with an orange, like creamsicle slush that in years past I heard was not good. That you should just say, just give me the Orange Bird, forget about the slush. That's what people have said. And this drink is from the Hawaii booth. It is an Alani Sunrise with Dole pineapple juice and grenadine. So I get, that sounds non-alcoholic. Oh no, and vodka. Sorry. Vodka, Dole pineapple juice, and grenadine. I think I could drink that. I think I would like that. Where'd Dave go? Dave left. He's back. That's the Moroccan booth. Oh, there's Orange Bird.
You can't see his green ears because
because the green screen. I think I pretty much shared all the pictures. That's the lobster tail.
That lobster tail looks interesting.
It's a half a lobster tail.
Well,
yeah.
Hey, that's Disney for you.
I think I shared all the pictures I had.
We're gonna give you a Dole Whip, but it's actually a whole whip. Or we're gonna give you a lobster tail, but it's actually half a lobster tail.
I have no bloomin' idea where that cauliflower came from. If anybody knows, that was just a picture I must have grabbed and full bore, whole hog. Yes, I think I shared all my pictures. That was the Italy with the cannoli. Yeah, we got them all, Dave. So, are you looking forward to trying anything? Are you?
Well, I am. I was really, really interested in almost all those until I saw the real pictures.
Compared to the Disney pictures.
Yeah. But no, there's a couple I might go for.
But look, Dave.
The lobster tail, the half a lobster tail is interesting.
There's nobody there. You don't have to wait in like 3-mile lines.
Well, then that's what I'll do. I'll go there and I'll bring my Publix sub in. and I'll go to a trash can that is conveniently located and I'll eat off my trash can and I'll send pictures for everybody to see.
I think your trash can would be good. Scott, the Orange Bird, it looks like is for sale at the citrus booth. Let me go back to where that piece of chicken was. It was with that piece of chicken with the flowers on it. The citrus blossom in the Showcase Plaza. So it's where they were selling the lobster tails and the crispy citrus chicken. And that's where Orange Bird is for sale. That's what it says anyway. Uh-oh. Crispy Hey Hey. Crispy Hey Hey with Orange Bird. Amanda, we did show your picture of your ass shirt. Did I say that word? Your ASS shirt. Well, Dave.
I guess that's going to do it for this week's show.
Yeah, Michael's got a dentist appointment tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't know what that's a picture of. Where are you going?
I got to practice some more.
Okay. Say goodnight, David.
Good night, David.
Bye, guys.